Hello everybody, it's Donnie, and your today's daily dose of Donnie is going to be a post review. And you may recognize this because I just unboxed it and showed it to you a couple days ago. And yes, I am finished with it. So this is my Diamond Dots called Triple Treat. And I'll let you take a little glimpse at all the sparkles. This one had the one AB finished color, which was the white, and that is what you see all the way around. It's the whiskers, the cat's the white around here, and it's around the skeleton's eyes, and just a little bit underneath the brim of the hat. I think that they sparkle quite a bit more. It's kind of hard to tell because the whole thing really sparkles a lot. And okay, let's see. I don't really know what I can say about this that I didn't like, because there really wasn't anything that I found except the AB finish was a little bit hard. It was temperamental to work with. I mean, I knew that going in, but I was doing fine. I used the I used my pick-me-up pen. Well, it's just a highly modified pick-me-up tool. I found that I stopped being able to pick up the gems after a bit, so I pushed up some more goop and I pulled off the stuff that was already in there that was all dark, and then I went back to work on them, and I noticed that it was sticking to the AB gems really badly. The stuff was staying on the gems, so I had to do it really lightly. I had to do light pressure, picking it up lightly. And then I decided, okay, I have one other color, and that was this peachy color here. So I decided I'd do that. And by the time I was done, there was a little bit of, I guess, dirt built up on the top of the goop. So I was able to pick up the AB gems a little bit better. And, well, I was able to pick them up fine, but I was able to get them to stay down without the goop getting stuck to it as much. So if you're going to work with a gem that has the AB finish on it, make sure that it's not a freshly gooped pen, because it's just going to give you headaches. Save them for after you see right there. That's an AB gem, and I had just cleaned this out, so it's sticking to it. See, watch. I'll just kind of it's a little harder to remove your pen from it. It wants to stay behind. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure to clean this with my toothbrush before I cover it. And I think what I'm gonna do is, because there really isn't much to do on this, I'm going to call this a post review and a sealing video, because I have this sealer here and I'm going to give it a shot. I talked about this in the video where I compare when I do the post review on the baby Minnie and Mickey, and I used the Tombow aqua glue on that one. So I'm going to use this Scotch clear glue on this. I was suggested this by Shannon Dixon. I know she's got two last names, and I can never remember one of them. But apparently she was able to get this very inexpensively. She got it for under $2. But what happened to me was I actually linked this in that video as well. I saw this listing on Amazon, and it said 95 ounces. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can get a ton of it and it'll last for a really long time. And it was like $7. But what came were these, and they are 0.95 fluid ounces. So I paid like $3.50 or something, a little bit more than $3.50 each. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. It's got, this is a little different than the Tombow. It's got like a cloth type surface and on one end, and it does have, let me close this end real quick. It's got also the pinpoint. I don't know if it's got a seal, so nope, no seal. I just squished it up in there. All right. Let's see what I've got to do to get it to work down below, though. It's a sponge tip is what it's called. And goes on clear, dries clear for paper and craft projects. All right, it doesn't tell me anything, but let's just try it. I'm going to just do it on the pumpkin and see if there is a, I think this one, yeah, this one has a seal over it. There's no instructions or anything, so I'm guessing I just popped that out. And all right, put the spongy tip back on, and there we go. I know these are supposed to stay on, but I just wanted to try out this new stuff and see how it works. Oh, and I didn't clean it first. Bad. I just said I was going to clean it because of all the goop. I was just so excited to get this, try this stuff out, that I didn't take all the steps that I normally do. I didn't even roll it. I squeezed a bunch out. Now let's see if I can spread it some. The one thing about it going on clear is that I can never tell where I've already done it. So after I'm done putting this on, I'm going to pause the video and come back after it's dry and see what we can see or not see. I'm not squeezing anymore right now. I'm just kind of spreading it. Kind of looks, it doesn't look clear exactly, even though it is clear in here. It looks kind of muddied, like, there's no word for what it looks like. I don't know if it's because there's stuff on the gems or if some of the AB finish came off onto it, but I'm hoping that it dries clear because that's what it says it'll do. But I always like not get the middle, but I think I got it all now. All right. It's kind of, it just kind of look what it's, can you see what I see? You can kind of see it there. Kind of looks milky. So I don't know if I should dab it. Maybe I put too much on. I think maybe I overdid it. So, okay, I'm just wiping off some of that extra goop there. It looks like it's already starting to dry, and that might be what I'm seeing. But okay, I'm going to pause, and I will be back as soon as it's dry. All right. So, this is now dry. At least the surface is. So, I'm not seeing any dulling of the shine. I mean, it looks pretty darn sparkly. I mean, it doesn't look like I've put anything on it. I mean, you be the judge. It might be good if I do like half of the cat and then come back, because it's really hard to say with that orange color, because I just don't think that it reflects the light as well as like that black does. Here, let me try turning this light off here. See if... Here we go. Oh, there we go. There's a lot better sparkle you can see. Wow, that does look really good. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish covering this painting. I think I'll go ahead and just do half, and I'll come back after it's dry and see if you can tell which side was done. So I'm going to pause before I do it so you don't see which one it is, and that'll be the best test to see whether or not you think that the sparkle is good. So during that time, I am going to actually, I'm going to brush this off first with my toothbrush to get all the goopies off. Here I am adding more to it just because my perfectionism wants to fix the not so perfectly laid gems. I did notice here before this dried that I had one of my gems on upside down. I did it when I was falling asleep doing this painting last night. And there's some goopy. Let me see if I can get that out. All right, but I will be back after I place this and it dries, and we'll see what we see. So I'll be back soon. All right, I'm back, and I want to know if you can tell which side I did one of these sides. It's split down the middle here. So I want you to look and see if you can tell if there's any kind of dulling on either side. I mean, I can actually see which side it was put on because it actually kind of looks shinier to me. But what we're looking at is the sparkle. Okay, look maybe here on the cat. Does one side look more sparkly than the other? I'll just give you a couple more minutes to take a look if you want to pause or whatever, and then I will tell you which side I did if you haven't figured it out. And then I'm going to need to do the other side, and then I will come back and we will frame it. This is all in one video, just because I want to make sure to put this on my wall. So all right, so what I did, you can see in the hat where the line splits. But what I'm wondering is, can you tell that this is the side that I put the sealant on? I mean, I can, like I said, it looks shinier to me, but I don't know. Does the sparkle look any different? I mean, that cat looks really sparkly to me on both sides. I'm just trying to get all angles here so you can make your decision. There we go. There's a really good sparkle, and that's on the side that was sealed. But it does leave a shine to it from what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that other side. But a couple things I forgot to show you after I finished for doing the post review is I used these containers this time. These are the ones that are supposed to be static free, mostly for electrical equipment, you know, and whatnot. And I didn't really find that they did one darned thing for my static. I still had to stick my finger in there and pull the ones out that were stuck to the side. This one, this color right in here, that pinkish color. Let's try and cover this up. There we go. You can see how they're still stuck to the sides. So I just now got around to trying these out because I really didn't have anything to use with them that was small enough. So now I know that I've got to find something else to do them with. I mean, I might still use them for small projects, but it's not what I expected. I was hoping that I'd stick them in here and the static would disappear, but guess not. And so that's what was left, what I had left of all the colors. I didn't really even come close to running out of anything. I had like 3 filled with the black, but I still have a lot of the AB finish left and a lot of this pink color that was the face. I mean, it looks pink in here, but on the face it actually looks like an off-white on the actual painting. And there was one other thing that I was gonna say, I don't remember now, but well, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish covering this up, and then I will be back with you, and we will do a quick frame job. So I will be back soon. All right, here we go. This is completely dry now. And you're not going to see so much shine because I have the lamp on over here, but you can still see the sparkle. It's completely sealed. And I have some foam board under here. And if you've seen me do my last framing, this is basically the same method. It's gonna look different. If you missed it, keep watching and you'll see what I did last time. I leave this entire border on for the way I'm doing it. For the way I'm doing it right now, this is how I do it. I keep the border on. And I'm going to, this is actually my first Diamond Dotz painting that I've framed like this. I have done it, I used a regular frame with glass for the last one I did, so I don't know how this canvas is going to work with this method, but I think it should be fine. Yeah, so I am just going to cut the board the same size as the painting with the border on it. It's going to be kind of funky because these edges are it has a scalloping on it, so you know, I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to framing because I'm not an expert, for one. And so if you're trying to find a way to frame something professionally, This is not the wait, this is not the place to find it because I am an extreme amateur when it comes to framing. So that's my disclaimer. It may be crooked, but it gives you the idea of how to do this. And if you want to be precise and accurate and exact, use a method that you feel would do that. What I'm gonna do is I have some I have some double-sided adhesive that I'm going to use. You can use double-sided tape or craft glue of any kind. Even the mono aqua glue will work. And I am going to adhere this to the foam board. So let me get that. This is the stuff that I used. I tried using it on my Heaven and Earth design, and it did not, it wasn't thick enough to work very well. So, I mean, it wasn't sticky enough, but this will work for what I'm going to do. This is just some Silhouette adhesive sheets, double-sided. They're meant for the machine, but I was trying to save money because I needed 24 sheets of it, and the other stuff that was really strong was very expensive, so I learned my lesson. This is just going to go on here to hold this down into position. So I'm going to remove one side, whichever side I can get off first. Actually, I'm going to remove the yellow side because the white side is easier to get off. There we go. One giant sticker. So once I place this on there, I'm going to need to make sure I get poster board just right. Okay, I recut my piece of styrofoam and foam board, and I measured it this time. So even though I measured it, I just don't think that these edges are perfectly straight, because it feels like this bows out, and I think it does. So we're gonna just do it. Okay, I have the double-sided adhesive on the back of here. So I'm going to lay it. I'm going to peel it off and then lay it on here. It's not sticking to this canvas very well. Let's see if I can get it off. It's basically just to hold it down until I get the frame around it, the duct tape frame. There we go. I found an edge I can pull up. My thumbs are really having a hard time grasping things after doing that knife. Yes, I was converting drill pins today, so my hands are pretty tired, and I had it. Wow. Let's just spend the whole video watch Donnie try and peel some tape back. Oh. Yeah, I got it. I got it. There we go. Okay. This is so much thicker, so I probably should have done, I don't know which side you're supposed to peel off first. But I had this on pretty darn straight, but it, you know, this doesn't matter if it's on straight or not because it's going to come right off. A piece of the styrofoam board just got stuck in the adhesive. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to just get this laid on here and do the best I can at keeping it straight. I haven't done one this big. Well, yeah, with the duct tape, I've not done one this big, so we're exploring this together. We're learning it together, I guess. All right. Okay. So, see if I can pull it down a little bit. Doesn't look like it. So there's going to be a little bit more up top than there is down below. I just hope I have enough duct tape because I had to pull off that last one because it was a hot mess. So now we're going to go all the way to the edge on this, on the bottom here. I need to go up a little bit to cover up the white. Alright, and then go all the way across. And I'm going to cut it and then wrap it around the back. Alright, that side's done. That's fine. And then I'm going to do the top the same way. Now the edge down, the edge right here has a little bit of white showing, but that's fine because this is going to have tape over it, the other tape. Okay. And all the way up to the edge of the painting here. Something on it. It's fuzz. For some reason this wants to roll up. I don't know if it's just... Okay, that's just the canvas rolling up. Alright. Cut that. Flip it over. And now there's more excess on this because than down there because of I didn't center it, which I wasn't thinking, and I should have measured to center it. Because, yeah, there's way more showing down here than there is up here. Alright, now we're going to do the edge, the sides. We're just going to start where the other tape left off. Cover all the white. Oh, for being Dollar Tree tape, this really isn't bad. I did not get it down far enough. I didn't meet it. You could always just overlap it too. You know, I think I'm just going to overlap it because I doubt I'll have enough tape left over to do another project with this color. And frankly, I was surprised I was able to find a project to do with this color because orange is honestly not my favorite. And it doesn't matter that you stop right at the edge because, like I said, this is going to be covered up by the next color. The outer edges will. Flip it over and tug on it to make sure you get it so that there's no gap on the front. I actually like this holographic tape. That looks pretty cool. If I didn't already have it planned out and had not done it the way I did, I might consider just doing it with this and not the other one. But it's okay. We'll do both. And then this one, covering the white. All the way down. It sticks to each other itself really well. Because down here, well, I probably do have enough to do another project. There's quite a bit left still. It sticks to the duct tape part itself really well because I didn't even press on it and it was like clinging. Alright, so let's fold this up. And then we'll do the next layer. Well, the last layer, I should say. Mitering the corners is my biggest thing I always forget how to do. So let me open this one here. I've just been collecting duct tape. If I thought it was cool looking, I would buy it in Walmart mostly. And then if I had a coupon and didn't have anything to buy at like Joann's or Michael's, I would buy duct tape with the 50% off or whatever. I hope that looks cool. It's not going to be a real thick layer because there isn't much of a border here. Just pressing it down, make sure I got the front part down all the way. And let's get this going. Now this one you're going to have to be a little bit more accurate when you lay it because, well, I'm going to overlap, so this can just, I'll go like right here. Kind of eyeballing it to see that I got the same length on both sides. But what I'm going to do for the other side, for up here, I'm going to measure to see how much room there is, and then I'll do the same at the top, so the same amount of orange is showing. Okay, this goes to... I don't like these measuring tapes that have basically... So it's the width of the length of this plus a hair. I don't know, that's gonna be really hard. Okay, well, I'm gonna lay it here so I can kind of get a sense of where to lay it down. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's barely anything for it to grab onto up here. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it up all year round. I don't know. Should I just leave it like that? Or do it down all four sides? I really like this tape. Well, let's go ahead and do it down the side, and then we can practice with our mitered corners. Yay! Alright, so we gotta leave a gap. Gotta leave a length at the ends so they can wrap around and look pretty. Okay, if I remember right, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this down. And then, okay, so while I was trying to figure it out, the bottom piece was, I wasn't even paying attention. It got squished, so I just had to, anyway, so on this one, I had it in my head, and let's see, if I go down at an angle on this piece here, if I cut this corner down like that, and then yeah, I had it, but then let's see, cut that piece off, and then that's what it was. Cut it like that. Cut this snip off. So basically you're just cutting off this piece, the bottom piece, so you're just left, but you want to leave a little bit of a fold there so that when you go like this at an angle, you kind of fold it in at an angle there. You still have a bunch of tape here to be able to adhere down to the back. So that looks pretty good, huh? I'll show you again on the other side, because that was my test run, I guess. One more side and then we are fini. Okay. So you don't need to leave a lot of overage over the edge. You just want to try and make sure you've got about the same amount of space between the painting and the second tape, so it kind of looks even. I think I need to pull back a little bit here. like that. And then oh, my phone's dying. Let's see if I can get this done quickly. Cut that off. Let me actually plug this in, see if that helps. Okay. Okay, so got that down. Let's flip this over. Fold this down. Pull and fold, pull and fold. All right, don't let those pieces touch. Okay, I'm gonna do the big one first here. So I'm gonna cut across here, right here. You see? I'm gonna snip that. That can just actually fold over the top because it's such a tiny amount. And then I'm gonna cut off at an angle here. And then, because that gives me an edge to fold it in. And then you fold it down. I didn't fold it in far enough. Okay, so I fold it again. See? Alright, no. I made it work. Then you fold it down. This piece was a little too long. But that gives you a nice little corner that is protected. You can't really see the light. You can trim this if you want here. Yeah. I'm going to leave it because I don't care. I want to get this done before my battery dies completely. Okay, so from this angle, going to snip right here, cut the angle, and like so. Fold this in. Oh man, I'm traveling here. Fold this in so you have a folded edge. I did it again. I didn't fold it in far enough. So I'm going to just do it again. So that, make sure you got some sticky stuff left here on this piece so that when you fold it down, it has something to adhere to. And now I'm going to clip off because it's got sticky side up. And there we have another homemade duct tape picture frame. Definitely not perfectly measured. But you know what? I made it and I'm happy with it. I think it looks really good. This duct tape really brings out an extra element to it. The holograph. Oh wow, this video is an hour. Hopefully I can edit out some stuff that it won't be so long and you guys will want to watch it all the way to the end. So there you go, guys. This is my duct tape frame after I did the post review on this Diamond Dots painting, sealed it, and now it's ready to go up on the wall. Ready for Halloween. Take care, guys. I hope you liked this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And I will see you soon. Bye.